Okay, what we're going to try here is another run of Hellcard, but we're going to do this on co-op multiplayer and see how it goes. We're going to see if the matchmaking is good, how any of that works. I think we're going to try doing this character, even though we don't know him totally well. That's a new one. We're just going to see how that works. So we're going to join a quick play queue. And right, part of the test here is just to see how long does quick play take to get in. So it'll be interesting. I did play a little bit with the Tinkerer earlier, and that was kind of interesting. He builds like these little machines. You have to play cards that give you screws and like power cores, and then you combine them together and you get these machines. And what happens is the machines aren't like physical on the field. They're just little effects that trigger at the beginning of each turn. And that's kind of interesting, is that they trigger like at the end of the enemy unit's turn, or they trigger at the beginning of your next turn, which means a lot of times you can go through turns and feel like you haven't really accomplished something, and it can take a while for that effect to build up. But once it gets going, it's not bad. I do wonder if in the later game the damage output would be enough. It might not be, because some of the damage outputs are only like 2 damage or 3, and you can stack them, that's for sure. But you know, you stack 2 damage once and then you go to 4, that's like a double, and that's not bad. But then you do it again and you go from 4 to 6. Now you're only increasing by 50%, and you do that again, you go from 6 to 8, you're only increasing by 30%, right? So the amount that you grow your damage goes down, and that's not so great. What I found was I made it about halfway through a run, and then I had to kind of quickly quit. What I found was that it makes the individual battles slow. For sure, very slow, and that's too bad. Whereas in the previous single player run, we were getting through battles like really quickly. I mean, we had those AoE effects and we were just demolishing enemies in each step. And this one wasn't quite the case. He's also a short range fighter, so then if you pair him with something like a fighter or a barbarian or something who's also very short range, then it slows down because you have trouble getting those really far away ranges. So that was peculiar. It made me realize that you do need something with good like range mixtures, and I think that's why that first run I had went so well, is we had a little bit of that. We had someone good for short, someone good kind of far away, and then we had sort of a support that could help either one of them. And then even the fighter, when he drops his AoE attacks, you just put him anywhere, and there's no decrease in damage. That's one of the reasons why AoE attacks are so good, is the game doesn't take into account like what's the damage, what's the range on it. So that's interesting. Boy, we're almost at 98% coverage here, and we haven't found any lobbies. Start the game alone and let others join in while you play. We're gonna do that, and we'll just see if anybody jumps in or not. We'll go ahead and go to the floors. I do wonder if we'll still get companions, and then maybe they just get replaced by a human player. But we'll leave it open and just see how that goes. So we get new artifacts or upgrade a card. We'll go with artifacts. Do you want to start the multiplayer game alone? Please be aware that in multiplayer mode, AI companions won't join you. I think I am okay with that. So I think instead what we'll do is we'll just play single player. So here's the Tinkerer Run I was telling you about that I'm in the middle of, and you can kind of get a see for how this works. What we've got is a Berserker and a Templar. It's all very short range. Anyway. Alright, so what this works is, right, you need screws and cores, and the way you get them is this one will give you like 1 screw, this will give you a screw, you can do 1 damage. We probably want to take out that spider so it doesn't web us up too much. There's also a conjurer up there. And then this guy is what? He's going to +2 strength and -1 HP to all monsters. We'd like to take him out if we can too. What we'll do is, I wonder if we can get 1 extra mana to all of our teammates. I think we'll pop that. Let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll safeguard you so that you don't have to worry about block anymore. Let's go ahead and grab heavy sword on you. And we'll do 4 damage across the board. And what probably that means is we're not going to end up getting a kill on him because, again, the Tinkerer takes time to kind of get warmed up. Except we've got this really good card here. Deal 10 damage. And it does that damage in a radius if you have the screws to make it work. So we'll go ahead and gear up that guy. And then we'll do science and 1 little shot, which gives us a screw and a core. And you'll see that the little contraptions that you get here, they typically cost 0 mana. So the cost to getting them out is playing the other cards to build up the screw and the power core. Alright, Flare is nice. That stuns an enemy that's going to attack us. Prototype is good too. Deals a little bit of damage. Field Repairs is great. Gives us good block and a bunch of screws to play around with. Science is necessary because you need cores. And then I think we'll go ahead and play Converter, and we'll play Flare as well, and that'll be really good. So Converter will give us more screws for every one of those contraption cards we have in our hand. Let's see. Let's go ahead and finish off this Arachnoid. Give us a little damage there. And then let's go ahead and hit... This is an interesting card. 5 damage in a short wide cone. Very, very nice. We'll go ahead and just hit like that. That'd be good. And then we'll come over to the Templar. Can give some block. We'll go ahead and give him some block. We'll add Whetstone so that our next attack is more damaging. And let's go ahead and hit Wicked Longlegs for a little bit more damage. Yep, and that'll be it. Nice. And then we'll start worrying about the Summoner. Alright, enemies are mostly just moving around locations a little bit. That's kind of the thing about the spiders, is they're not really a big deal because they're frequently more interested in just moving around. Now here is gonna be good. So we're gonna do that little guy there. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna pop Power Drill. And because this time we've got the 3 screws down here, you can see if you use 3 screws, then your damage will splash. And we can hit all of those guys for damage. Very, very, very nice. And that lowers the damage that we were about to take as well. Let's go ahead and look at what my team's got. Add 2 stamina, draw 2 cards, gain 4 block. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play that. Wait. Oh, the Berserker's up there. I thought this one was the Berserker for a second. It's too bad. We'll go ahead and do Sword Slash on you. And only 4 damage up there, 7 down here. That's fine. And then let's do sword slash on you just to take you out so we don't have to worry about you next turn. Let's go ahead and pop whetstone here. And we'll do that to take you out. And hit that one there. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Templar's gonna take a little bit of damage there, but I think it's nothing to really worry about. So you can see these contraptions that we've got down here. Prototype, which does a little bit of damage at the beginning of our turn. The stun just went out there. Converter gives us screws. So we, for every influence in your hand, there's one, and there's one, right? So at the end of your turn. Oh, it's at the end of your turn. So that was the beginning of my turn. That makes that card actually not nearly as good. We're going to do field repairs to grab up some screws. We'll do flare and screw shot there. I think we'll just can't really play either of these because I don't have any cores and they both require one core. So we'll come over here and look what we've got here. Give 6 block to each hero, possibly. Go ahead and put some damage on you. And yeah, we'll go ahead and play Barricade so that we don't have to worry about the Berserker taking damage. We got to play this card. It's in webbed, so it's not going to actually do anything. You just have to play it to get the web off so that you can play it again in the future if you want. Let's go ahead and play. We'll keep working on the Spectral Whopper and give me Deep Breath to add some stamina so that we can put out a little more damage next turn. Then we end the turn. You can see this is what I'm saying is if you compare this with the previous run, it's a lot slower to take out the enemies. If you're trying to do a speed run of this game, you would not pick the Tinkerer. He's just slow. Alright, so there went out 2 stuns, which is nice because we've got this little flare thing which stuns a monster that had intent to attack. Power Drill, unfortunately, was webbed. That's really too bad. Science will give us a new core that'll allow us to place Fire Sprinkler, which will deal 2 unblockable damage to the nearest monster. And I don't know why it says long, medium, cone. Basically, it just means someone's going to take 2 unblockable damage. Go ahead and block up. We'll come down here and we'll get Swords Akimbo is a nice one. So we'll do Swords Akimbo, and I think we can get all of those guys. That's a good hit. Then we'll go ahead and grab a Short Sword and 6. I wonder why this guy is only 4 damage, but all these others are 6. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit him for damage. And then let's come over here. Throw down bait. And then we'll also go ahead and... Oh, I can't do Barricade. Gain 4 block. Put the block on you. And that's it. So that's kind of the problem with taking, you know, dragging out these attacks is eventually they're going to start hitting you. The more turns you get, the more turns are going to come up where you don't get the cards that you need. And we'll go ahead and do Power Drill. If we hit Power Drill on you, we don't actually hit anybody else. That's unfortunate. We'd like to get more than just 2 with Power Drill. So the radius on that one is actually not working out how we want it. Let's go ahead and look here. Let's go to Heavy Sword. We'll finish you off. Sword Slash will hurt you. And then we'll do Ground Break. and that'll hurt. Finish off the spider and then damage you so we can maybe get you finished off soon. We'll wait on this for a second. Let's look back over here. What have we got? Heavy sword to finish you off. Excellent. Let's go ahead and play these cards so that we can get the webs off of them so they'll be ready next time. And let's come back here and let's go ahead and do... I don't have any cores. Then let's go ahead and do power drill. On you. You were gonna summon, but now you're stunned. And then let's play gear up so that we can get 2 more screws, and then maybe we can build something next turn. Field repair, science. We'll go ahead and put down another fire sprinkler. And if you look over here, you can see the fire sprinkler does 2 damage and it stacks, so we're sending out 4 damage. All right, and then screw shot, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll maybe wait on that one a second actually, just to see if there's an enemy that has only 1 health left. Let's go ahead and sword/U so that you don't get off anymore. Do that, and let's also do heavy sword. Excellent. We'll come over here. Heavy sword, finish you. We'll play whetstone. That'll be fine. And then we'll come back to here, and then we'll just go ahead and do 1 little attack there. It's not going to do anything. Gain 100 screws. Oh, that's a nice little achievement there. Groundbreaker, nice. Short sword, boom. All right. So you can see, right? Compare that to the last time. It's much longer, right? That's what I keep saying. Booster boots. Use all your cores. Attack 2 random monsters for each core spent. Deal 20 damage to each. I like that, but what we need is the ability to get more cores. And so far we haven't seen any cards, except this one here. Gain 1 core, give 2 mana, and draw 2 contraptions. That is a really nice card. That's huge. Trojan Trap. All attacks deal +1 damage to monsters in this section. Gain 1 screw for each non-summon monster killed. We're going to take that because that's huge, because we only have the 1 card that actually gives us a core. Being able to double the amount of cores that we get going is really, really big. Really tempted to get Sharpshooter. That worked really well for us last time, and I think we need to replace the Templar because he's not quite getting out the damage that we need. All right, so we've got 5 gems. We could get Homicidal Organ, +1 damage. You have no skill cards in your hand. Torn Button, 8 max HP, not bad. Random Artifact, random, 1 of 3 rare and legendaries. Upgrade, Transformer upgrade a random card. Let's do that. This is pretty good. Deal 1 damage if it kills, gain 5. Deal 4, use 1 screw to stun. We'll go ahead and switch that out to Magnet. That was a good one. Kind of tempted to do that. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Vicious Hatchet. Upon pickup, get 2 random attack cards. Deal 4 damage. This is an upgraded card. You can see it's slightly bluer. Gain 3 screws. If you don't have, if you have any cores, do it twice. Oh, it's not a select. It's just that's what you get. Okay. And let's go ahead and get this. Random card from your starting hand has cost reduced to 0. For the whole battle or just that one turn? Okay, we're here. You'll also notice that they switch up the order of the two bosses. So last time we had floor 6 and floor 8. This time we get 6 and 10. So of course we're wondering if floor 6 is always going to be that way. And then the second boss is one that's in a random position or not. Who knows? Alright, these guys are going to be easy to kill, but unfortunately once you take them out, you get the weakness modifier, which we just got. Because we've got this kind of cool, let me swing this over here a little bit more. Here we go. We have a cool little power-up that does 20 damage randomly at the very beginning of every battle. It's a nice artifact. Power drill is 0. So you see it's 0, so that's what this little thing did, right? It reduced this card to 0. Deal 1 damage. We'll play this. We'll play that because it's free. Oh, I should have played this one next. Oh, that was dumb. We'll go ahead and hit someone for 10. You're 10 damage. Oh, it's only going to cause 9? We could hit you for... Oh, right, because we've got the weak here. What a shame. That's fine, though. We'll do that. And then we'll Pinata. And that'll give us... It reduced the 1 to a 0. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and knock you out at least. And we'll play Flare. And then next, we're going to go ahead and do Quiver here. And you're taking a lot of damage, especially from here. And from way over here. Puffy Corpse. Can I Talon Arrow to you? I can't. I'd have to get it in here. I think this person's just gonna have to take some damage. But maybe I can just slightly mitigate that. We do Quiver. And we'll do multi-arrow to... you, so that we can help take you out a little bit more next turn. And then we'll go ahead and Talon Arrow to you, and then we'll Talon Arrow to you. And the reason we're waiting on him last is because we're going to get cursed for that, unfortunately. Okay, and then Groundbreaker, 4 damage. Dread is nice, but Groundbreaker isn't gonna kill anybody except maybe you. Actually, we kill a bunch of those guys. So I'd love to be able to do both of these, but I don't have the mana for it. So we'll just Groundbreak here. That'll knock out some of the damage that's coming in. And I can't quite finish them off. If I had ordered that a little bit more smartly, I could have. We'll end the turn. Does this mean he's gonna blow up and die? No, that's just an attack. Wow, that was a beefy attack. $15 damage coming in. Swords Akimbo is really, really good. Is there any way to make that stronger? No. Let's get all of them. Nice. And then let's hit heavy sword to here. Another heavy sword. And then a sword slash. That helps that a little bit. Let's kick you out of range. Play mastery because that'll be good. And then we'll clockwork. Start working on the summoner. I don't have that card that lets me get a kill. Deal 3 damage, gain 2 screws if you have any cores. We don't have any cores though, unfortunately. 3 damage. We'll go ahead and finish you off. And we'll give a little bit of blocking to you, and then sharp arrow I think we'll send out. Doesn't look like there are any kills that I can get, so we'll continue working on the summoner a little bit more, and then end the turn. That turn was not so bad. It was looking pretty bad at the very beginning, and then we kind of made it sort of mitigated. Stable influx. Gain 1 core. Let me get out of the way here. Gain 1 core, give 2 mana, and draw 2 contraptions if you had 2 or more cores strain. Well, we don't have 2 or more cores. Actually, we'll wait on that because I do get 2 mana for whoever I play that on. Death Eater Sword. Deal 5 damage. If it kills the monster, increase the damage of this card by 5. I don't want to hit these guys yet because they're gonna... But I don't think I have a choice. So we'll go ahead and just... We'll hit that guy. And then we'll heavy sword. You. Sword slash. Not bad. We'll start working on this guy. Let me quiver. Sharp Rain is actually a good card to play. I should have played that at the very beginning. That reduces a lot of the damage that we were going to take. And then we Talon Arrow to you, Talon Arrow to you. Finish you off. Play Quiver. Talon Arrow up here. Alright, maybe we play this card on the Berserker so that he can play these 2 attacks as well. I think that's what we do. So we do that. You've now got 2 mana. So we hit for 3. Pinata. Can Pinata finish you off? No. Lose 1 HP on discard exhaust. Well, I don't want to discard it, so I just won't worry about it. Don't worry about that. And then we'll go ahead and add Fire Sprinkler and Flare. And then just for good measure, we'll do 1 little damage right there. Nice. And then hopefully next turn we can take the rest of these guys out without taking any more damage. Hit Groundbreaker. Short Sword. Excellent. Power drill would be really good. We had the 3 screws to make it worthwhile. Hit that. Grab science for the core. And then finish them off. Yeah, the sharpshooter is a lot better than the companion. Very better than the Templar. Very, very good. Gain 1 core, increase the cost by 1 screw. So I can exchange a screw for a core. That's nice. Illuminator. At the start of your turn, stun a random monster with attack intent or deal 5 if it's immune. Let's grab that. That's a decent card. Cat Burglar. Stalker. Rare Rogue. Do I replace the common rogue with the rare rogue? I think so. It might not be worth it, but we'll see. We'll see. Tavern sign, gain 1 block for every monster in your slice with an attack intent. That's maybe not so bad. Upgrade prototype. I like that. Exchange prototype and pinata for plasma globe. Medium radius around 4 random monsters. That's a lot of screws, but I don't really play prototype or pinata. So let's do that. And then let's go ahead and grab Tavern sign. And then, okay, we've only got 1 gem, so we can't buy whatever else we want. Choose destination. I think we'll go to here so that we can get some heals after this fight. One thing I wonder is if your companion dies, do you automatically replace them or do you have to wait for a companion replace? Now watch here, boom, you see those little green blobs go out? That's our 20 random damage at the beginning of every battle. Here's a 10, but let's pair that with that. Deal 4 damage, gain 3 screws. If you don't have any cores, do it twice. We'll definitely do that. And we'll do that on you. Why didn't I do it twice? Okay, well, we also want to make sure that we get out this guy so that this egg thing doesn't keep going. Unfortunately, these enemies are not very close, so this attack isn't going to be that great. But we'll go ahead and do that just so that we can get a lot of value out of it. And then we're going to play these 2 cards, get some more screws going. And we'll come out here. Death Eater Sword. Deal 5 damage, and if it kills. Nice. Groundbreaker. Oh, I don't have the mana for it. Heavy Sword. 5 damage. Let's go ahead and hit you, and maybe we can finish you off. Shredder Strike. Deal 4 damage to all monsters in near range, +1 for each arrow. That's just not really worth it. 8 damage to all monsters in 4 range with move or flanking. That's not going to be that great. Paint Balloon. Add 1 mark. Add 3 mark instead if a different monster. Gain 5 block. If you have 10, if you have... Alright, well, we don't need to give block right now anyway. Let's go ahead and grab Talon Arrow. Let's hit you. Is this guy in near or far range? Because deal 8 damage to all monsters in far with move or not with attack intent. Let's put mark on the big guy. And then let's shield block you a little bit. Make sure that nobody takes any damage. That's a lot of units on the field. Alright, we want 5 more screws before we do this. But let's go ahead and play this card, because that's worthwhile. And let's hit magnet to that one. And I don't have a way of getting 2 more screws. I think I'll just wait on that. Look at my companions. Red Mist. Deal 5 damage in a medium radius. Heal 3 for each non-summon. That's pretty big. We can short sword. Where's the summoner? Right there. Alright, and then we come over here. Clout gives as much block to all heroes as incoming damage. Each one has tired. Wow. Secret stash. Add 3 talon arrows to your hand and get 3 to your draw pile. We'll do that. Deadly roulette. At the end of the turn, if there is no marked monster, add 2 mark to a random monster. Backflip. Every turn, 1 most powerful attack on you will deal no more than 10 damage. Let's see. Ivy Extract. Arrows and quarrels deal +1 damage. Okay, you're out. I need this card because we're going to take a ton of damage. Didn't hit you. We'll go ahead and play that, and we'll play that. Everybody gets tired, but I think it was necessary. Gain 1 core, give 2 mana, and draw 2 contraptions. If you had 2 or more cores, strain. I've only got 1 core, so we definitely want to play that. Dread is a good card. Can I get both of these yet? I can't. Oh wait, maybe I can get this guy and that guy too. Yes, there we go, and that'll add a lot of block. That's a really good combination. Mark deck, double mark stacker, add 1 mark if there isn't any. All right, let's hit you with a talon arrow. Let's just kick that guy back. Let's go ahead and do that. That's fine as well. Mark you for even more. Alright, and let's come to my card. Stable Influx. Let's go ahead and give 2 mana to you. That's some good damage. We're going to go ahead and do... gear up on you. We'll play Flare. And we'll try to keep saving some screws so that we can get that plasma globe going. It's a lot of summons. Nice, you're finally done. We don't have to worry about any more eggs getting laid. We can go ahead and hit Power Drill right here. It's a strong attack. Let's add some block. I should have done that one. Oh well. Alright, here's Death Eater Sword again. This time it's going to do 10 damage. Put a hit on you. Do Swords Akimbo, which will give us the block because we get some kills out of it. And then over here, I don't actually have any attack cards, which I feel like the other rogue was better than this one. We'll just go ahead and play that and end the turn. This Stalker Rogue's cards are too supporty. There's not enough attack in there. Support to attack shouldn't be like a 1-to-1 ratio. It should be maybe like 1-to-2. One support card for every 2 attack cards. Alright, what we really want is the AoE attack from over here. Do we have it? 5 damage in a medium radius and a heal 3. That's not bad. That's going to be really good. I don't know why it didn't heal me though. Put that there. Excellent. Quiver. And let's do Shredder Strike, which is really nice. And then let's go ahead and Talon Arrow the Summoner. Got another one down there to hit. Excellent. And let's just kick you out for good measure. And then let's come to here. Let's do Magnet on that guy. Deal 4 damage. Boomstick. Boomstick is pretty nice. We'll play Flare. And we'll go ahead and play Potato. That'll give us the cores that we need. So now we're actually building up a lot of good cores, which is good. That's what we needed from our deck, because we weren't, at the very beginning of this game, I wasn't. You get like 1 core every now and then. But this is going to be a perfect time for Plasma Globe. There it is. Let's go ahead and hit this card. Boom, boom, boom. I feel like that could have been a little better. Yeah, sure, we'll play Fire Sprinkler as well. Okay, we'll give the mana over here to the Berserker. And we'll get the webbing off of Akimbo. And let's make sure we end the summons. Heavy Sword. Heavy Sword to you. Just kick you out. Do Hamstring. Not bad. We'll mark you. And end the turn. Okay, Power Drill is webbed up. Unfortunately, do that. Death Eater Sword to you. Clear the webbing off of Groundbreaker. Okay. Shred them. Get the Quiver, and then we'll Talon Arrow to you, and Talon Arrow to you, and that'll be that. Definitely slower. New card. Pavis. Use all your screws. All heroes gain 5 black per screw. Doombird. Deal 15 damage and exhaust, kind of like that. Alright, we need a heal, so we can heal 50%, or we can heal 5. Let's just heal 5, I think that's fine, and I like that it's free. This, I like. Remove 1 out of 3 random cards. I don't want to remove either of those. Honestly, they're both great. Let's go ahead and grab that. I think that could be really good, especially once we really start getting, like if we get up to like 20 screws again, that kind of thing, that'll be really devastating. Upgrades or artifacts? Let's go upgrades. We don't really have many gems anyway. Maybe we pay for like 1 upgrade. Alright, this fight doesn't look too bad. Only like 15 health, 20, 15, 15, 15, a lot of 15s. That's a summoner right there, I think. Alright, we're gonna grab science first. We're gonna go boomstick on you. That was pretty good. And then we'll power drill down here. That was excellent. They're stunned as well. Doombird, I think we'll Doombird you. And then we'll put some block for you as well. That was a pretty good turn. Groundbreaker damage. What is Red Mist again? Deal 5 damage in a medium radius. Heal 3 HP for each non-summoned monster killed. It was non-summoned. Deal 5. Okay. Then let's get these guys. Boom. Oh, it heals everybody. I thought it was only the Berserker who got healed. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. Doom. We don't need to Doom. Let's go ahead and just hit you anyway. And then you... We don't really need to mark anyone. We'll go ahead and add some block there. I guess we'll mark you just for future. And we'll play Deadly Roulette, which is not that great, right? But it is what it is. Fire Sprinkler is ready. Stable Influx is also good to go. Hammer Time would be not bad, right? That'd be some pretty good damage out there. Let's go ahead and build up some more screws before we do Hammer Time. So deal 3 damage. Let's deal 3 damage to up here. And let's Hammer Time up here. Nice, that was very, very good. Let's go ahead and play... Oh, I can't do Stable Influx. I probably should have. Oh well. Shredder. I don't want the one in near range. I want the one in far range. Shadow Stance. Every turn, 1 most powerful attack on you. Oh yeah. Secret Stash. Add 3 Talon Arrows. That is what we want right now. I'm going to Talon you. We're going to Talon Arrow. Let's see. Death Eater. Deal 5. If I do 7 damage to you, and then 5, that's 12. Or 4. You get 5, and then you're pretty hurt. Can hit you for another 4. That takes out a lot of the damage that's coming in this way. And then no one's moving or flanking. Let's go ahead and play this so that this only does 5 damage to us. That'll be nice. And then let's get damage to you. Okay, that's not too bad. Only gonna take 5 damage. I can live with that. The Berserker does take 6, but that's okay. Delusion. Exhaust. Alright. We'll go ahead and get some block up there. Play Potato. And Fire Sprinkler. That'll be nice. And then over here, play Death Eater card. Go ahead and finish that guy off. And then the Summoner finally is about to summon Damocles' Sword. At the start of the turn, move a random monster from near to far and stun it. Interesting. Boom, you're done. Oh, you're the one hitting the Berserker. Can we go ahead and play it? I think one more will finish him off. Excellent. And then player, do I have any more? No, okay. And the turn, it's not too bad. Berserker takes a little more damage again. I don't like seeing him at, what, like half his health now? That's not too great, but livable. Stable influx. Put that there. We'll go ahead and hit you. That finishes you off. We'll do magnet over here. And I can't do anything else. That's fine. We'll do heavy sword. And we'll red mist for a little bit of healing. That'll be nice. And then we'll do short sword, and we'll do groundbreaker. And we'll do quiver over here. Talon and Talon. And that'll finish him off. I am a little bit worried about the final boss. I think this could be a little tricky. Redesign. Remove the first contraption completely to gain 10 screws and 1 core. I can live with that, because contraptions aren't that great, to be honest. Like I was saying at the very beginning, like once you get later in the game, 2 damage is just not enough. Transformer upgrade. Upgrade. Random. 1 mana point next turn. I'll take that. Let's upgrade a random card. Science upgrades to gain 1 core. If you had cores, discard 1 random card and strain. We don't like that. Use all mana. Other heroes draw 1 card for every mana you use. Don't like that. We lose our gem though, unfortunately. And then we can upgrade Potato to what? Battery. Gain 2 cores, increase the cost by 1 screw. Interesting. Quantum Flow. Gain a core, give 1 mana, and draw 1 contraption. That's nice. Hidden variable. Discard 1 random card, gain a core. We'll do this one. We'll continue on. Time for a lieutenant mini boss, not the final boss. Right, the scorpions. Gets 5 block every time they get hit. And then Golem, Stone Skin. All monsters block, stays for the next turn. That's going to be rough. So we want to take this guy out as fast as we can. Let's go ahead and get some block out there. Let's go ahead and do stable influx on who? I think up here. Let's do flare and then redesign. That gives us a bunch of screws. That'll be good. We're gonna do magnet. Deal some damage out here. Doombird. Might as well. And then we'll go ahead and gear up as well. Then we'll come over here. Deal 2 damage for each sword in your deck and a long medium cone. We do that down here. Alright, we're getting the golem pretty low. We'll mark him. Probably should have done that earlier. And then we'll go ahead and hit with the Death Eater. Let's see. That one's not bad. I wish I don't have any damage output for this Stalker though. Double the mark stack. Probably should have done that at the very beginning. I bet I could have killed him. We'll secret stash. Alright, it looks like I'll be able to take him out anyway. Alright, that was big, and we get 1 free Talon Arrow. Okay, who's that for? This little guy right here? Why not? Give 5 block. Deadly Roulette. Sure, we'll go ahead and play it anyway. I do wish that power cards kind of exhausted, or influence cards. A lot of them you really maybe kind of only need to play like once. Alright, these guys got a lot of block on them. Is it time for Plasma Globe? I think it will be. So we'll boomstick. There. And then what we're gonna do is Plasma Globe. That's a good hit. And then Power Drill. There. That was a good hit. I'd love to be able to play this one again, but I can't. Go ahead and shield up a little bit. We'll play that card, even though it's going to strain. It'll cost us a little more in the future. That's fine. This round is almost over anyway. Talon Arrow. These guys are stunned. So it's Talon Arrow out to you. Kill a non-boss monster. You're dead? That's nice. Move a monster to the opposite distance from far to near and vice versa. Interesting. Okay, now it's time for the Berserker. Don't need short swords akimbo. What we need is to finish that guy off. Brilliant. The Tinkerer is getting good now because we're getting direct attack cards, which is a little frustrating. You'd want him to be good because of the contraption cards, but they're just not there. They're not dealing the damage that they need to. Gain 1 core, give 1 mana, and draw 1 contraption. Do that there. Let's do redesign. That gives us a bunch of screws. Combine that with hammer time. And these guys are toasted. Go to the companion. Red mist, get a little bit of healing. Oh, there's another creature down here. I kind of didn't see that. Go ahead and play that, get some stamina for next turn. We'll do that. Play that card. And end the turn. Horror Crawler, hard shell. When in far range, I didn't even realize that we still had this little mini boss out here. When in far range, never gets more than 1 damage in a single hit. Oh, what I need is that thing. Yes, bring him into short range. Now he's gonna take serious damage. Get Quiver going. Nice. Swords akimbo, boom! Alright, 3 gems, I like that. Tough Tabard, contraption. At the start of your turn, use 1 core to gain 20 block. That's really interesting, but I don't think I'm... Actually, maybe we will take it. We aren't really using cores that much. Patch up wounds, heal 4, heal. Get Silver Mirror. Every time someone gives you block, they get half that. That's not bad. Gain a random artifact. I kind of like that. That's not bad. Go ahead and go down. We got 1 more fight, and then we go to this guy. So let's go ahead and grab the fight. We can remove cards. That's kind of good. Upgrade your cards. I think we'll go for the remove. Really hone our deck down to what it needs to be before the final fight. This is, I feel like this is even harder than the last fight we just did. Alright, go ahead and do science. We'll do stable influx to you. What is Shredder Strike? 4 damage. In near range, +1 damage for each arrow in your deck. That's not a lot, actually. Deadly Streak. Arrows deal +1 damage. Each arrow you play increases this bonus by 1. Playing a non-arrow card resets the bonus to 1. Exhaust to unstackable. Where's the damage coming from? These guys, huh? Let's mark you. We'll play that card, and then we'll play... Play this. We'll play Quiver. And then we'll play Shredder Strike is not bad. Go ahead and hit that character. We can move someone, and I think if we move you out of range, that'll be helpful. That's not going to really do much for me. Deal 4 damage. That'll help with the damage output a little bit. And then let's go ahead and pull Deep Breath. Storm of Blades. That would have been nice. Let's go ahead and play this here. We'll do another one. That gives us a pretty good amount of screws. The question is, do we go ahead and do plasma globe? I think so. I don't even have a contraption up yet. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, I should have played Flare first and then redesign. Hammer time won't do any. Ah, that was a mistake. If I had played Flare first and then redesign, I could have done a lot more damage. I could have done another plasma globe. That's a lot of short range damage, and it'd be really nice right about now if Stalker drew the short range damage. Doesn't look like they did. At the start of your next turn, add 2 mark. There's too many mark cards in this deck. It's actually getting a little bit frustrating. Red Mist. Let's couple that with Dread. Do we do Red Mist over here? Yeah. Nice. That was excellent. We do Violence. We'll kill a non-boss monster. I think we choose you. And then we'll go Secret Stash. We'll knock you out. I didn't mean to hit you. Fine, we'll work on that one a little bit. Alright, then we'll come back to my Tinkerer. Give you some block. Nice. Give you a little more block. And I think that's it. We'll go ahead and play that card just to get it out of my hand. Alright. When they all come in like that, it's pretty, man, you can really take them out. The AoEs just get really, really effective. Give 2 mana and draw 2 contraptions. Quantum Flow. Gain 1 core, give 1 mana, and draw 1 contraption. Let's go ahead and play Quantum Flow then. Give 1 mana to them. Oh, I don't have enough screws. That's what I really need. We'll do the damage, but we don't get a get it in its AoE effect because we don't have the screws for it. That's alright, we can live with that. Whew. Devastating. Groundbreaker, we don't need any more. Heavy Sword. Let's go ahead and hit you with that. And we come over here, knock you out with a Talon Arrow. Go ahead and mark that character. Hit you for 1, hit you for 1, but your block won't carry over, and we'll end the turn. Alright. Alright, this fight is almost finished. I'm going to go ahead and hit that right there. Give 3 block, gain 3 skill. We'll go ahead and do another right there. That's a good hit. And then we'll go ahead and Doombird you. And we'll go for some field repairs. Shredder Strike, we'll get Quiver. Take that one out. What? That was weird. It didn't even do any damage. Then fine, we'll just... Oh, I forgot to do the Berserker's turn. Oh well. Right, and Plasma Globe brings the victory home. 1 gem, 1 new card. None of those are really that great. So we'll skip it, skip the rewards. Remove 2 selected cards. I don't know if I want to do that. Get 1 mana each time you play 5 blue cards. It might happen. Remove gear up. It will do that. And then remove a selected card. We want to remove our other gear up. And that'll be excellent, excellent. And I think what we'll do is we'll put a cut here because this already went quite long, and then we'll take out the final boss in the next one. So see you there. Take care.